Joining me right now is Dana Santis. She's been with us before. She is a pro sports yoga instructor extraordinaire, I'll put it that way. Okay. So when somebody thinks of meditation, because that's what we're going to talk about, what does that conjure up in your mind?
Well, in most people's minds, it tends to conjure, a serene setting, maybe a guy in a loincloth up on a mountain or in a cave. Well, seriously.
Yeah.
Or you think that you need to have an altar and maybe a meditation pillow, but you don't need all those special circumstances. Mindfulness meditation is basically just bringing us back into the present moment. Mm-hmm. And there was a study, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, that they did at Harvard, and they found that most people spend 49% of the time not in the present moment. They're thinking about something that either has already happened or is going to happen. So the could've, should've, would've, or what if. That's what stresses us out.
So tell me again what meditation then is in terms of how I can focus, how I can use it, how it can help me, the average guy that occasionally has interviews in which he panics slightly.
Okay, you're not panicking in this one, right?
No,
All right,
no,
perfect.
No.
So our most profound connection, and it's so simple too, to the present moment is our breathing.
Okay.
So if you connect with that, so people think that in meditation that we have to clear our mind to meditate, when actually what you're doing is focusing your mind on not the past or the future, but on the present, so that then you clear all of that stuff out of your mind. So it's the result is a clear mind, but it's not focusing on nothing. People will say, I can't meditate because I can't focus on nothing. Focus on your breathing, and it connects you to here and now.
And part of that breathing, as you've told us before, is this deep breathing where you really exhale, you hold it so that your diaphragm drops. Is that what you're saying? Your
rib cage drops and your diaphragm can actually relax. So it's about getting yourself into a state of relaxation. So you always want your exhales, like a big sigh of relief, to be longer, right? So you feel better when you do that. Everything relaxes. So let the exhale be longer than the inhale and focus all of your attention on that. And do that for 2 minutes. They say it only takes like 90 seconds to get this relaxation response. Your heart rate goes down, your blood pressure goes down, and it inhibits your stress response. So that's the thing that gets us all freaked out.
You have to practice it until the point where you actually get it down, right? Because if I try to do it right now, I'm sure it's screwed up. I mean, because I haven't practiced it enough.
Right, but it's as simple as saying, okay, so what I'm going to do for my practice is I'm going to take 12 breaths. Right? And I'm going to count them. And so I'm going to focus only on my breath, the sensations of my breath. You close your eyes. You don't have to sit in any specific way or on any special pillow, but just focus on those 12 breaths. And if you lose track of the count because you start thinking about something else, start over. That's the practice.
Does this slow down? What I hear a lot of business people say is that your mind is racing so fast, you can't get it to stop, to slow down, to say, chill.
Yes, it's like, I call it the hamster on the wheel, right? The hamster on the wheel. Or sometimes you're taking a shower, you're thinking about all the things you have to do over the course of the day, and you're like, did I wash my hair? I can't even remember, because you weren't present in the moment. So that's exactly right. So that connection to the present moment is your breathing.
Is there some place that I can look very quickly to get a reference on this when people hear this and they go, wow, what they said really made sense to me. How do I find out more?
You know what, I will make sure that I post on my social media, which is @MobilityMaker on all platforms. I will post the simple instructions for 12 breaths, how to focus on that, just practice that. That's where you start.
All right, and we're going to have Dana back in the future to talk more about this stuff, demystifying meditation. Now I'm going to go meditate before I begin my next shift. Okay?
Just 12 breaths.
12. Feel better already.